Hey everybody, it's Jenny and I am back to share how I plan as I go this week in my Crate Paper Planner. We're going to start as we always do by dating the top. This is a Sunday start planner and I prefer a Monday start. These stickers are some that I picked up on Etsy. It is a seller named Fern Creek stickers. They're perfect and I love the font. These are some super old Studio Calico stamps. And when I say super old, I mean probably like, I don't know, 2013, 2014, something like that. And I'm going to use them to date the top because this is an undated planner. I'm using a baby wipe to wipe off the excess ink, although as I tell you all the time, that's not necessarily necessary. You can always just stamp the excess ink off on a piece of scratch paper, or you can just leave it on there. I'm too messy to leave it because I end up with ink all over my hands and then I transfer it to the paper and stuff like that. But if you are not as messy as me, now I know a lot of people are bothered by the stamp staining or the ink leaving some color behind on the stamps. That is not a problem for the stamps. That is actually what the stamps are meant to do. And you should think of it in terms of you are getting some use out of your stamps. So I'm just simply wiping these off every time. That's not necessary. I do it again because I'm really messy. So I'm just adding the VersaFine ink to each of my stamps. I like VersaFine especially for stamps with details like these do have because it really shows up nicely and you don't feel like you are missing any details. It looks fabulous. Now I'm sharing with you all of the stickers I'm going to use this week because I'm doing a Harry Potter themed week. I don't know if it's going to turn out well or not because we're not going with the standard and I'm not using one kit. Now I am using these watercolor stickers from Shine Sticker Studio as the base for my decorative clusters. And some of them have colors that I'm not really going for. I'm really trying to stick to blue and yellow. So what I'm doing is I am layering the main decorative sticker on top of the color that I don't really want. And if there's a little bit left that shows, that's cool. But by and large, I'm able to cover most of it up that I don't want. Now the Shine stickers have that little washi strip. I guess that's what you call it, although we all know that washi is really not that wide. And so I just trimmed off the excess and put it back on the sheet, knowing that I probably want to use it again. I mean, I'm not going to be so bold to say that I've never just thrown some of the excess away. However, a lot of times I end up using that last little piece somewhere or punching a shape out of it or something like that. So now I'm just going to put that little excess bit over in the lower left-hand corner and it actually works out perfectly and I love it. So this is just a Harry Potter magic inspired week and I'm sticking with blue and yellow, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. I couldn't really tell you why. That just sort of felt right. And so I will eventually combine the other stickers, but for the beginning of the week, that is good just as it is like that for decoration, of course. Now I still have to add some activities and things like that. And, that's the basis of my entire week. Now I'm also going to pull out a Chrissy Ann Design sticker. This is my binder of Chrissy Ann Design stickers. I love her paper and colors. I just don't use these. I'm pretty judicious in using them because I love them and they're a little pricier than some other stickers because of the vinyl sticker paper, but I love them anyway. And so I just try not to use them too much so that they will last me a little bit longer because I just don't want to use them all up. I'm not a hoarder because I use them, but I just don't use them every single week on every single spread, even though sometimes I might want to because they're so pretty. Now you can see I have done a lot of clustering there, so it feels like it's just kind of a whole bunch of clusters, when really, obviously, as you can see, it's not truly like that. There's a bunch of different things going on here, but it just feels good to have them all grouped together, so then the rest of the week it kind of leaves a blank canvas for the rest of the activities and then the additional decorations that I will add as well. Now that right there, if you're new here, is my sticker book of other shops, and I use that one for my functional stickers. All right, so let's plan Monday. So I do this each day. I just go back and I add the things that happened or I did, those types of things, and fill in Monday. And then any blank spaces get decorative elements. I just really like this. I think it's a lot of fun. I have this planner. I didn't go out and specifically buy it for this purpose or anything like that. I had this. I love it. It's really cool. So yes, I could have saved it because it's undated, but I really wanted to use it. So it's kind of a memory planner without photos, if you will. But it's really about the same thing. Like it's really detailing the stuff that went on this day. And then there's no messy parts since I don't scratch anything out or I don't typically write lists or to-dos or things like that in here. I mean, sometimes I do write to-dos, but not like, okay, get these 16 things done or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but anyway, so this sticker book at the beginning is mostly boxes and at the end is mostly icons. That's just really how my functional stickers over the years have kind of broken themselves down. That's really basically the way that I plan, and that's the way my brain works. I do often sort things by color as well, and that's how I plan or sort my happy planner stuff. However, in this one, it's that, I'm looking for a box or something like that. So that's how we do it. Now, I am adding activities also with icon stickers and then highlighting the text with my mild liners. I'm writing with the mild liners first, like adding the highlighted lines first, just because then they don't smear with the Papermate Flare pen. This way I can keep it from the smearing and it doesn't look not pretty. Really, honestly, the highlighter is for the pop of color. It's not to notate that it was finished. I know a lot of people like to use highlighters for that purpose. These are super, super, super old Scraptastic Club, like 2017 stickers. I hoard them. I'm not even ashamed to admit it because I love the Scraptastic things so much and I'd be so sad if they were gone, but I do use them occasionally. And so I needed that icon, and so I pulled it right out of my Scraptastic stash. So many good colors, the perfect icons. I love them all. All right, so we're going to pull this one out. And again, it's not really necessary to pull them out when I'm working on Monday and Tuesday. And I'm not stamping, so it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But it's just always so nice to do this unencumbered by pulling it out. And that's definitely one of the beauties of the discs. Now, I pulled out this big box. It's one of those Happy Planner boxes to notate the World Series. We're big baseball fans, and so we were excited to tune in to watch the Dodgers and the Rays play. And so I thought that I would just sort of make this a little tiny bit outside of the norm. I don't know. Felt right. Now I'm going to continue down at the bottom with the highlighted lines and the text. Now I did not mention next to the World Series, you see that little girl with the skunk. I layered those two stickers because I could have just had it be the little girl with the skunk, but I figured those circles would really just add a little pop and make it seem a little bit more special. And the stickers are really cute, again, also on their own, but together they really create a fun little cluster and take up a tiny bit more room. And since that's the point here, is that I don't want a ton of white space, I want it to be decorative and full. Adding those two things together are perfect. So now I have a couple of sheets of these little stickers and they're so fun. Like this one says Aldi, I have some Target ones, and I have some Sam's Club ones as well. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take these Studio Calico labels and I'm going to cut one in half. So I just use my X-Acto knife and then the edge of a Happy Planner sticker book so I could get a half circle. Obviously I could use scissors or whatever. And I'm just going to layer these two together. It was only just to make it a little bit more interesting. I actually really love the way that looks and can absolutely anticipate doing that again in the future. And that was just so that I didn't waste the other half of the sticker underneath the Aldi sticker. Like I could use it again for that same purpose. And again, I know I have a whole sheet of them, but sometimes the ones that I like the most, they go really fast because I find myself reaching for them a lot. And side note, those Studio Calico stickers are actually a really super good value. They're like $1 a sheet and they're crazy functional, but still, why waste half a sticker that I know that I will for sure use again in the future? If it's one that I wasn't likely to use, then I might just leave it on just leave it whole. All right, so we've got a lot of Tuesday filled in and we added those decorative elements. So let's do Wednesday. Now it's the same thing, just every day going through, and sometimes I do the weekends together, or sometimes I get a little bit busy so I can't do each day, and I do a couple days at a time, but mostly I try to do every day, at least Monday through Friday, because it's just a really fun exercise. I do love this so much, the little bite-size creative time. Now my son had baseball, then it got rescheduled, and so those little rescheduled stickers are perfect, or canceled stickers are just perfect. I love them. They're just easy to pop on there, but I can still see behind it, which to me is important because I like to know what it was that was canceled or rescheduled, if that makes sense. Like if you can't see the whole thing, then I don't really know what it was. Now I'm trimming the edge off of this blue sticker, not to save the other part, but because I want the edge of the sticker to be flush with the line. And so just snipping the edge of that off gives me that nice straight line, and they can go right next to each other. And I just love that. That's a technique that I use a lot. Now I have a big open space right there, so I'm going to take a couple of these big box stickers and layer them on top of each other and add them right there. It really is a huge help when I have a space that, this is going to be empty. What am I going to put in here? And so then I'm able to add those boxes. And it's a great way to use up other stickers as well. I know a lot of people want to be frugal, as I do as well, but sometimes adding just a little decorative piece here or there just really is a lot of fun. And I feel like it's definitely worth the use of the sticker, if you will. These are Alicia Michelle stickers, and they are just so cute. So many hand-drawn and hand-lettered elements. And I had purchased one from each house, and so I was able to have lots of them, and they're so cute. Now I totally forgot to stamp the month up at the top, so I'm just going to do that real quick. These are some old Sweet Stamp Shop month stamps, and so I added the yellow ink and the October at the upper left-hand corner, which is not necessary. You don't have to do it every single month or every single week, but it's nice to have. And because I had the stamp, I might as well go ahead and use it. So now we can add Thursday, and these little bad guys are just so cute right there all together. Voldemort and Bellatrix, and then in the Dementor under the presidential debate. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I just think it's really cute right there. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull out a box right there and then layer it underneath. And I typically try to not have boxes next to each other or handwritten, like with a bullet point activities right next to each other. I like to stagger them. So if, for example, right after that box, I would put maybe a highlighted plans if I had more plans. Now, obviously, if I didn't and I wanted to add a decorative element, that's a whole separate issue. But if I'm going to add plans, then I want to try to stagger them because I just prefer the way that that looks, not having the stickers right next to each other. And it's just, again, it's a nice creative way to do the planning, but it really doesn't take away or add any time or anything like that. Like I'm not overcomplicating it or anything like that. Or at least I don't think so. So now you can see there when I'm talking about a box and then just writing and then another box. And I just like how that ends up looking. And then adding just a couple of cute little elements. Now that happens to be a wand, a wizard's wand, and then a couple of little jelly beans. Like I just think the idea is so cute, like making it kind of silly and fun and whimsical and really playing into the overall theme. All right, so flipping through just to see what we've got left, what we can add, and then the Ravenclaw stickers have these little jewels, and so I was able to use that as a bullet point sticker on Friday. And I like being able to do that too because it continues to tie the theme in. Obviously, if there weren't any, I would have probably just pulled out a Happy Planner bullet point sticker and gone on with it. Now, if I'm able, I like to try to stagger the stickers horizontally as well. So you can see on Thursday I wrote make monster cookies, and then on Friday I was able to put a box right next to it. So I try to stagger it that way also. It just doesn't always work out. Sometimes that's a little bit harder to make sure it all goes together, but I try if it's possible. Again, I don't think it really doesn't complicate things at all, but I think it makes it fun and cute. Look how adorable that is. So many decorative things thanks to not having a whole lot of plans on Friday, and that also continues into the weekend as well. So I'm able to add even more little decorative stickers. I just love, love, love that I'm able to pull in so many different shops and complete a whole look that is really, really adorable and fun. I'm going to just write in something real quick for Saturday. Again, adding the mild liner first and then writing on top of it to just provide some interest, not to notate that it was finished or anything like that. And it's just all so, so, so cute. And what I love about doing this is that, for example, I still have so many of those Alicia and Michelle stickers. I'll be able to definitely do more in the future. So now I'm just going to fill in Sunday and I will be set. I'm going to add the highlighted text at the top and my activity right up there. And then I simply have that white space in the middle of Sunday to complete as well. So now, once I'm finished here, that will be it. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thanks so much, guys. Make it a great day.